Done.
It's not about you, our friends are out there.
No.
Bring your friends in here. We need more people. So then it doesn't sound like a therapy session all over
Got
again.
you as well.
This reminds me of the last time I had a conversation with my non-existent friends. Fair enough. Anyway, moving on. One person. Okay, right. Just like my sex life, it's all going downhill now. Fair enough, fuck it. Okay, so 16 years, like, what's your favourite genre of music?
Americana, I would say.
Americana, okay. Any Americana fans in? No, just him.
Not even my wife.
Oh,
I think together.
I love how she's like, wait, oh yeah. I think that's just a general couple thing of, yeah, you like this thing, don't you? What? Oh yeah. I like that thing.
I do, it's true.
Fair enough.
Everyone else
I'm just working with what I've got here. I would pick on these over here, but they kind of are used to it by now. Because they keep bringing... Where's Chicken Fucker? Where's Chicken Fucker coming?
Chicken fucker.
He's ready with fucking turning up. Good. If he does turn up, we'll all do chicken noises to him instead. See if he fucking likes it. But yeah, right, are you guys ready? We've got 2 more comedians left of this first half and then you can go have a drink. Because trust me, you're going to need it for the second half. But are you ready for your next act? Good. So please get a massive round of applause going from this side this time. Yeah, you were fucking ready. Great, get a round of applause to most of the stage. Jay Simon!
Good evening, Southampton. How are we? Good. A bit about me. Callum number 1 tonight. He mentioned turning 30. Well, I turned 40 in June 2016. I recently entered the Southampton Comedian of the Year. He wasn't expecting it. But I think he enjoyed it. I didn't come first. No, despite that story, I am actually married. I've got 2 kids, and I'm out tonight, and my wife is also out tonight, and we've not got any babysitters. We have gambled. So when I get home, my kids could be throwing a wild party. I could walk in on teenagers having sex. Here's hoping. No, we had to stop using our last babysitters. Well, they didn't like being called that. They preferred the term social services. Now, a bit about my kids. Actually, I've got a son and a daughter. And this is a true recent story about my daughter. We were on holiday. We were walking to a bar. And we were walking along together. And she had on fake nails, fake tan, fake eyelashes, and hair extensions, okay? Walking on, her phone suddenly pinged, and she stopped, and she posed, like that, and she took a photo. I said, what app was that? She said, Be Real. Unfortunately, the 2 youngest people who know what that app is about left, didn't they, just before I got up. I'm going to ditch that joke, because no one has heard of Be Real, but never mind. My son, this is true, he started secondary school last week, and so it was that time as a parent that you don't like, where you have to sit down and have that man-to-man or woman-to-man chat with him. Because starting secondary school, big life stage, he has got to improve his knowledge of swearing, okay? So I said, okay, son, right, the word diabolical, that means something is really bad. Now that's not swearing, so that's okay. But if you say something is a load of bollocks, that means the same thing, it's really bad, but that is swearing. But if you say something is the dog's bollocks, he said, oh, that's really, really bad. I said, no, if something's the dog's bollocks, then it's really, really good. He was like, okay. I said, right, okay. Basically, shit. Means similar to bollocks, means something's really bad. I said, shit hot though. He was like, really, really bad. I said, no, shit hot, that means something's really good. I said, all right, let's move on. Okay, the daddy of all swear words, the C word. He said, I know this, cockwomble. I said, no, it's not cockwomble. He said, I know what it is. I've forgotten what he came out with. Did he just hate it? What's the second one? I've completely forgotten my dad. It's only the second time I've told this one. What was the second?
The disease thing. The disease, isn't it?
Was it disease you were at the open mic? Cunnilingus, thank you. Thank you. You guys
We saw each other last week.
Yeah. Thank you. You're the only person listening, thank you, Gavin. That's good. I couldn't think what it was. Thank you. Oh God, I'm recording this as well. That's gone well. Thank you, cunnilingus. That was it. I said, how do you... I looked at him, I said, how do you know that word? He said, I heard you and Mummy talking about it the other day. I said, no. Your mum speaks French and German. I said, cunning linguist. I think he swallowed it. I said, no, the C word, you may have heard it bandied around at the football, at the AFC Bournemouth matches. He said, I know what it is, it's champione. I said, no, and you're starting to act like one of these now, okay? And at that point, in walks my wife, his mum, and he turns to her and goes, Mum, you look the dog's bollocks, you look shit hot. She glares at me knowing it's my fault. She says, well, thank you. That is very rude, but it is a compliment, I guess. He said, nah, I'm talking over shit and bollocks. So that was that. Now, carrying on with my theme of family, I did have an elderly relative who was really poorly. So I decided that I would take him to Switzerland. I bought the tickets. Mine was a return. I came back alive, and not long after, I inherited some money. So I thought, now Joe mentioned electronic vehicles, I thought I would do my bit for the environment, and I bought myself an electric vehicle. Now it's not a Tesla, sadly, and it's not even a Nissan Leaf. Oh, okay, it's a mobility scooter. Okay, but I suffer from that thing that you may have heard about, range anxiety. People heard of that? Where you're not sure you've got enough battery left or enough miles to get to where you want to go, or to a charging point. Okay, so I thought to myself, what can I do to overcome this problem? So what I now do is I stick it in the boot of my diesel Range Rover and go and park in a car park near to where I want to go. So do my bit for the environment still. But what I didn't realise when I bought this mobility scooter, and you may not know this, but you have to have a physical disability in order to ride one, okay? The guy at the car boot sale who sold it to me, he never told me that, did he? Never told me. You need to So I thought, what am I going to do to get over it? And then I thought to myself, two-tier policing. Speaking of which, actually, my daughter heard that phrase on the news, and she said, the police, they don't cry much, do they? I said they shed a lot more tears if you ask them to disclose the messages in their colleagues' WhatsApp groups. But no, two-tier policing. So what I decided to do is I stuck a Palestine flag on my scooter, and now I do not get stopped and I can ride it with impunity. There's a joke that might get me cancelled. And on that note, I will hand back over to Kim.
Excellent. Right. One of the things I forgot to mention at the start of the show is another thing about me is I'm currently training for 5K. That's not a fucking joke.